Let's just start with this title, because it's beautiful and really deep. Shajarat al-Kawn. In English, that's the tree of being, or you could say the tree of the universe. It's this incredible metaphor that tries to explain, well, pretty much everything.
And, it jumps right in, tackling one of the biggest questions you can possibly ask. How does a single, unified reality just blossom into this massive, complex universe that we see all around us? How does the one become the many?
Well, almost 800 years ago, a scholar and mystic from Al-Andalus came up with this incredible way to help us visualize the answer. He used a simple but really elegant metaphor, a single cosmic tree. So who was this guy?
Let's get to know the mind behind this idea, a figure who is just monumental in the history of spiritual thought, Ibn Arabi.
People called him Al-Sheikh al-Akbar, which literally means the greatest master. And believe me, that was not an exaggeration. His influence was so huge that thinkers have spent centuries, even today, just unpacking the hundreds of books and letters he left behind.
And his life, it was this incredible journey. He was born in what's now Spain, but his search for knowledge took him all across North Africa and deep into the heart of the Middle East, to Mecca, Baghdad, and eventually Damascus. So his worldview was shaped by travel, by seeing the entire vast expanse of the Islamic world at the time.
Okay, so how does this whole cosmic tree get started? Well, for Ibn Arabi, it all begins with one tiny seed, a divine impulse. His idea is that existence isn't just some cosmic accident. It's deliberate. It's an intentional act. The entire universe, all the galaxies, the stars, every living thing, it all unfurls from one single creative command from the divine.
And that command? It all comes down to a single Arabic word, kun. It just means be. Now this isn't just a sound, it's the primordial vibration, the very seed that contains the entire blueprint for the tree of being.
Think about how powerful that is. It's absolute. It's instantaneous. There's no time lag, no gap between the command be and the thing actually existing. The word and the reality are one and the same.
So the seed is planted. But what does this tree actually look like? Well, Ibn Arabi tells us it has two main parts, the part you can see and the part you can't.
So he breaks it down into two parts, and honestly, it makes perfect sense. You've got the roots, hidden under the ground. That's the unseen spiritual reality. And then you have the trunk, the branches, the leaves, everything we can see. That's the physical world we all experience.
These two worlds have names. The unseen world, the Alam al-Malakut, is the world of pure spirit, of meaning. You could almost think of it as the universe's source code. The seen world, Alam al-Malak, is what we can touch, see, and hear. But here's the key idea. The seen world is just the physical expression of those deeper, unseen realities. They can't exist without each other. They're two sides of the very same cosmic tree.
Okay, so this begs a pretty big question, right? If the whole cosmos is one giant tree that's always growing, what's the point of it all? Does this tree even bear any fruit?
And for Ibn Arabi, the answer is a huge, resounding yes. The entire reason for this tree of being is to produce one perfect, ultimate fruit, what he calls the perfect human.
He has this concept called al-insan al-kamil, the perfect human. Now this isn't about looking perfect. It's a state of being. It's where a person becomes like a perfectly polished mirror, able to reflect all the divine qualities that brought the universe into being in the first place. When that happens, the human being becomes a microcosm, a whole, complete universe in miniature.
And this is absolutely crucial. He's not talking about one special person from history. He is describing a potential that exists inside every single one of us. It's a spiritual destination, the capacity we all have to become the part of the universe that is self-aware enough to reflect the whole thing.
All right, let's zoom out for a second. Why does an 800-year-old metaphor like this even matter? What can we really take away from it today?
Well, the lessons are pretty profound. First off, this idea of radical interconnectedness. If we're all part of one big organism, then nothing is truly separate. Second, it gives us a sense of purpose. Maybe the universe exists to be known, and we're the part of it that gets to do the knowing. Third, it tells us that the physical world we see is always mirroring a deeper spiritual reality. And finally, it points to our own incredible potential, that we're meant to be the fruit of creation. At the end of the day, this isn't trying to be a science textbook. It's about a shift in how we see things. It's an invitation to stop seeing the universe as this cold, lifeless machine made of a bunch of separate parts, and to start seeing it as a single living, breathing organism, a beautiful, interconnected poem that's still being written.
And that leaves us with one last, really powerful question to think about. If you go at this metaphor, if the entire universe really is one living tree growing from a single divine seed, what does that make you? Are you a leaf, a branch, or maybe you're the fruit it was always meant to bear?